What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy. Go Black to Africa. Yeah, hey, just want everybody to know your man got in Tanzania, or Tanzania, as they say. Got here safely. I want to make sure that people are in. Everybody give me a shout out. I don't know why the time had on here 3 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, give me a shout out for those who are out there. How y'all doing? Got a subject matter right here we want to talk about here. But yes, I am here in Tanzania, most definitely, watching from Minneapolis. Raymond Ken, okay, yep. What's up, Joseph? One love. What's up? Peace. Tivani, hey, what's happening? Yeah, family, hey. Yeah, I heard that America's done gone under lockdown. I done heard that several other countries are taking even more precautionary measures and all that there. And, you know, I am here in the only country in Africa that is basically having a disregard, or rather, stating their claim that God has taken care of them, us, in this whole COVID thing. Yeah. Jaqueen La Dominique. Hello from Jersey. Impressed from London. Inspired Identity. Hey, how you doing there from Orlando, Florida? Alrighty. What's up? Isa Kofa, what's up, Black? You showed them your secret spot. Yeah. What secret spot is that? Greetings, Global Black family. What's up, Caroline? Okello. Thornton the Third. Hey, bro. Wise choice. Hey, Thornton, what's up, man? I think I haven't seen you, man, since the last time you was winner of the guessing game. Actually, I paid out 2 people on that because of I could not. Well, you donated yours, so yours went to the donations, but the other one I paid out. Yeah. Hello, my people. Michael O. Yeah, we got 81 people coming in, family. We're gonna go on a field trip tonight. I don't think I did a video at nighttime, but I'm gonna walk out, being that there's no curfew. And this is the first time that I have not been under a curfew since we left Tanzania or Zanzibar what was that, in December? Yeah, I said Tanzania is going slow motion on COVID, you know. And I just want to leave some food for thought, as I was thinking about this whole thing. I know this is the big topic, COVID, and everybody's kind of sitting still watching, the invisible beast, as it walks about, consuming minds and controlling lives. And, people are in despair and people have no hope. They don't know what the tomorrow may bring. And it seems like, the, a lot of people is up, everything's up in the air. And so I'm gonna include a little field trip. We're gonna walk outside, feel the cool breeze of Tanzania. Y'all might be able to see some nightlight. I don't even know how dark it is out there, to be honest with you, I'm gonna even be out here taking my camera. I don't even know the rules of where I am. I know I'm about a block from the about 2 blocks from the U.S. Embassy, and you can't take pictures around there, But yeah, I wanna go ahead. He said COVID test to leave America. Jerry says, The invisible beast. Yeah, like God. Mad Hatter. Yeah. Just read about Uganda president controlling the internet to keep people in the dark, and I understand that Tanzania did the same. I don't know. I mean, people. Okay, so we don't know really what governments do. I can tell you this right here: U.S. government do the same thing. You know, information is controlled. I'm talking right now, and I don't even know what's on the other end and what you're receiving. Manipulation could be all the way around. Because I don't go through my recorded videos and just listen to myself as I was sharing with you all and all that there. But there's information that is manipulated. But the great thing of it is that there are those like myself who are out here who are traveling around who are showing things that the scrolls say, "Let there be two or more witnesses." In other words, there should not nothing should be able to stand on its own without two or more witnesses. When you read really the scrolls, you're gonna find U.S. judicial system try to mimic some things that came out of Kemet and the so-called Ma'at and the ways of the world, the ways of how they did and conduct business. And so it's just interesting on that. So my thing is that I'm gonna get into it right here. We got about 145 people. These right here, I guess, are you know my inner circle who have taken an interest in a word or two, maybe what I gotta say, and I even person dropped the gems. Yeah, what I have to say, but let's get in this real quick before I go down we take y'all on a field trip. You know, one thing is I've had a tough time in the places that I go into and rent to have adequate light, you know, because every day that goes by, I'm just receiving so much of my African tan that I'm really enjoying it. And, I just laugh every time I see myself. Like my brother, he said, "Man, you look like a real African." So, but it's like okay, hey, you know how we are when it comes to inadequate light. That we sometimes can darken up. It makes us look dark on the photos. Remember back in the old days on the school pictures and stuff, and made us look like we couldn't even see ourselves in the school pictures, because the daggone photographers and all that didn't even know anything about how they should. If they light the camera up, the white folk will look even whiter like ghosts. And so he had to go ahead and, you know, tune it for them and just kind of leave us out. So yeah, that old light thing. Facts, Polaroid. Yeah. But so yeah, let's get in this. I was just thinking, and I was listening to some people and I was watching how the reaction of how we as people could be contradictory to our own selves. Tanzania has taken up a stance, and for those who probably heard a little bit of it, I wanted to pull up exactly because sometimes I don't like to misquote people, and I dang sure don't want to try to put out information that when you ad lib or you try to repeat what somebody say. I just want to make sure that I trying to get it right as much as possible. But Tanzania has been taking a hit from the outer world because they have not been reporting exactly, supposedly, their cases when it comes to the COVID. And you know, it's it's funny when you really think about it. Tanzania is standing on that God heard their prayers. President Magufuli called out for the Muslims and the Christians to do this 4-day prayer, and this was back in like May last year, because initially they got caught into it. They were doing exactly what the rest of the world was doing, went on lockdown and all that right there. But MAGA Fully had said something quite interesting. And why is this not pulling up? I do not know where, because I have my tabs, everything ready too. But that's interesting. Um, MAGA Fully said this right here. Now I'm left to go ahead and paraphrase what my man said, because now I don't know what happened to my tabs. The Yeah, this is crazy. The That the people went and prayed. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. All right. This is his quote, right? Um, Make sure I get the right one. Pull up the right one. All right. Okay. So check this out. MAGA. This is coming out of the. Let me see. Where was this quoted from? Out of. Is that was that Reuters? Um, Reuters, I guess, magazine. President queries Tanzania's coronavirus kits after goat test. Now, what happened? Let me just read what this is. This is Dar es Salaam Reuters. Coronavirus test kits used in Tanzania were dismissed as faulty by President John Magufuli on Sunday. Now, this right here is dated May the 3rd, 2020, on Sunday, because he said they had returned positive results on samples taken from a goat and a pawpaw, which is the fruit. President Magufuli, whose government has already drawn criticism for being secretive about the coronavirus outbreak and has previously asked Tanzania to pray the coronavirus away, said the kids had technical errors. The COVID 19 test kits had been imported from abroad. Now, let me pause right there, family. Me and my wife, we were in uh, Kenya. We were in Kenya. And when we were taking our COVID test, I asked the doctor, could I take a picture of the swab that they were taking out? And he didn't object. He said, sure. So I took a picture. I still got that picture. And I'm trying to pull up and see if this pulls up on my iPad or not. Sure enough, guess where the swabs come from? The swabs come from China. And I'm like, how do you take swabs from a country that this whole mess started from? It just did not make sense to me. And it was, to me, it was really disappointing. How can you rest assured that you testing your people from a product that is coming from another country? I just don't understand that. As I'm speaking, I'm trying to find, if I can find that photo. Yeah, I got so many photos and recordings that I haven't even put up, but And so I'm looking at this and I'm like, how do we let that happen? So Magufuli, he wind up doing a secret test, sent it to his analysts, and for them to run the test on a goat, on a pawpaw, and also it was a sheep too, if we continue to read on this thing right here. But give me a second. I want to make sure that if I can find this right here. Man, I got a gazillion photos I've taken on this whole trip. And let alone a mess load of COVID tests. But let me see here. That's Rwanda. I took a picture of it, and I just could not believe it was a swabs that they were doing from China. Now, when I took the test from Kenya, not Kenya, Tanzania, and when we was in Zanzibar, no, we was here in Dar es Salaam. It was the same old ones coming from um, China. Now you're gonna say, hold up now. Well, why would they test you in Zanzibar when Tanzania is not recognizing the COVID? It's because the other countries require that you, in order you to enter in, you have to take a COVID test before you enter in. So they have those in place here in Tanzania to where they'll test you before you go. And of course, you got to be negative. So don't look like I'm gonna find it. I'll probably find it here a little later because I want to show y'all the swab picture that I took. And yeah, I'll find it later. Anyway, so here it is. I wanted to pause on that because it was. I just wanted to share that. Why did President Magufuli do separate tests on the COVID and sent it to his own analyst? Because he had suspicions. Now, the COVID test kits. I'm reading here. The COVID-19 test kits had been imported from abroad, Magufuli said during an event in Chato in the northwest of Tanzania, although he did not give further details. Well, I already just disclosed to you where those test kits were coming from. The president said he had instructed Tanzanian security forces to check the quality of the kits. They had randomly obtained several non-human samples, including from a pawpaw, a goat, and a sheep, but had assigned them human names and ages. That's one smart man. You got to check these Western folk out, and you got to check anybody else out who is not even for you, that the World Health Organization is trying to tell you that you should do this because of that. So he put human names and ages on the samples and sent it in. It says these samples were then submitted to Tanzania's laboratory to test for the coronavirus, with the lab technicians left deliberately unaware of their origins. So now, when he sent it to Tanzanians' laboratories, I'm not sure what people were in there doing the test. Was it his own folks, or was it maybe WHO, or what? I don't know. But he wanted to make sure that it would be an unbiased test to see what the results were. Then it says the samples from the pawpaw and the goat tested positive for COVID-19, the president said, adding this meant it was likely that some people were being tested positive when in fact they were not infected by the coronavirus. There is something happening. I said before we should not accept that every aid is meant to be good for this nation, Magufuli said, adding the kids should be investigated. As of that Sunday, Tanzania had recorded 480 cases of COVID-19 and 17 deaths, but unlike most other African countries, Dar es Salaam sometimes goes for days without offering updates, with the last bulletin on cases on Wednesday. Check this out. President Magufuli said that he was sending a plane to collect a cure being promoted by Madagascar's president. I don't know if y'all remember that or not. Now they came back and say, "Oh well, there's no validity in that or not because of the herbs and all that right there." So it says, he said he was in communication with Madagascar. He said during a speech, adding that they have got a medicine. We will send a flight there, and the medicine will be brought in the country so that Tanzanians too can benefit. What I like about that is that he at least has the gonads to be able to think outside the box and don't have to follow the masses. That right there is what you call a power move. That you don't have to follow suit because of what you might think that y'all the powerhouse or what have you. And so this is what the president did. Let's read right here. This right here is from the Wall Street Journal. As most of the world goes into lockdown to halt the spread of coronavirus, Tanzania president is taking a different tack, encouraging people to go pray in churches and mosques to quell a satanic virus that can only be cured by divine intervention. For the past 2 weeks, the East African nation's populist leader, John Magufuli, has been attending church services, telling cheering congregations that coronavirus cannot survive in the bodies of the faithful. In recent days, churches and mosques have swelled with worshipers from the coastal capital of Dar es Salaam to the northern cities of Arusha and Moshi. Mosques in the largely Muslim populated of Zanzibar are drawing large crowds for weekly prayers. The stance makes Tanzania the world's only government to actively recommend its citizens to attend religious services as a method to combat the virus. Now, what I love about that, family, whatever you say you stand for, go all in. I mean, we have people. This is really what the topic is really was about. Where I'm going to go with this right here. If you claim to be something, go all in. You claim to be a Muslim, you claim to be a Christian, you claim to be an atheist, you claim to be whatever you claim to be. I don't care if you a man and you claim to be a woman. Go all in then. But don't be teeter-tottering talking about how faithful the Lord is and Allah is, and all praises and, the healer, my salvation. And as soon as something come up, you go running in your hole. Think about it. Think about how many churches done closed down without even arguing or fighting against the government. How many churches marched on the street in protest that y'all are getting involved with, the so-called, what they call it, where religion and government don't mix, whatever, and it shouldn't be mixed. What is it? I know y'all always help me out on that right there. Tell me what that is right there. My mind always escape me every now and then. I have a brain fart. But where you're not mixing government and your faith. So here it is. Where were the people at the church? They ran home. They put their heads in the mosque. I'm talking about the church, the mosque, or anybody else who sits there and the anti-government people. Those who were talking about, the government, the government sucks. Don't believe the government. The government is this entity that is evil and all that right there. But where was these people at? Why didn't we see churches protest? Why didn't we see churches out there saying, no, 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 we're going to congregate together because thus says the Lord that we should all be together in unity, and that the Lord say that wherever our faith is, that the Lord will see us through and is faithful, and that shall heal us of all our diseases. They all ran home. Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, Hinduisms, all the isms all around. Where were they at? But here's the thing, family. What gets me is this right here, that I even hear brothers and sisters in America and in the chats bad mouthing Tanzania. Oh, I don't know why. He's just going to make everybody sick because he ain't following this and that. And these are the same people who want to talk about the government. Don't trust the government. Nah, you don't want to take it. I ain't taking no vaccine and all right there. And as soon as the government say, boo, lockdown, people run in their house. Well, the government has got to care for its people. But you was the same one who was saying that don't be trusting the government. Don't take that vaccine. They this and that and all that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to beat up on anybody, because you got to make your choice what's best for you. Only you can make that decision. But don't be teeter-tottering on the side. Choose here this day who you going to serve. You either going to serve to the government or you going to serve that you say you believe that you serve in. How is it that we continuously argue about the government? And then when one stands up, the African country, Tanzania stands up and say, look, hold up. Y'all, we've been walking this thing out for years about this believing in our God. And you know what? We know what it say. Me as the president, well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm calling all of y'all to go into your mosque, go into your churches, and go pray that God takes care of this COVID. That man he lifted up the daggone lockdown, and that was from May all the way till now. Ain't no people walking around here falling all out. Ain't no people up here sick. I be having the conversations here. Matter of fact, the dude who was showing me around today that found my place where I'm gonna be staying, he even said, he said, oh, COVID, God took care of that. These people say it so nonchalantly. Oh, God saved us. We're good. Our hospitals are not full. And believe me, he showed me 2 hospitals. I don't hear no siren, all that right there, because they're not accurately reporting the so-called cases. These are the people that I keep hearing telling me that, well, I know what? What is it that I know? I know one thing is that if you're going to stand on whatever faith it is or whatever belief you have, stop jumping both sides. You confusing people, let alone confusing yourself. You know, one minute you against science. Then the next minute, well, the scientists know better. One minute you talking about the government don't even have the government doing all these mysterious different tests on people and all that right there. And then the next minute you standing in line trying to get a vaccine. That's called double tongue. You know what the scroll says? The scroll says a double tongue man or a double-minded man, however which way you want to look at it, whether you speak it or you think it, is unstable in all his ways. A double-minded man. When you double-minded, you unstable in all your ways. Now, don't get me wrong again. You know what? I'm almost like a fish out of water too. Sometimes I flip-flop on things. But I can at least admit it and recognize when I do. There are some people who blindly go about jumping one side, jumping the other side, and act like they just right there on point. Like, yeah, this government is all crooked and all right there. And as soon as the government say, boo, lockdown, oh, you better get in. Come on, hurry up, it's coming. And I know fear, man. I know fear. But come on, really, family. Really. So we got those. If you're going to be in your faith, you stand on it. Because I'm like this right here. If I have to go out taking my last breath, believing the very thing I believe, at least you a trooper. At least you a trooper. But to tell where you are and how strong your faith is, or what have you, you can just take an assessment of yourself and say, you know what, some things I do believe and there's some things I don't. At least you can start from there and build off of that one then. Because you know what that means then? It's time to tear down some old schools of thought. There you go right there. Is it a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. There you go. Yeah, see, my people know. I like when people want to fact check me because I want to make sure that I'm saying, what is. Because when I graduated, I put that Bible down, the scrolls down, the strong concordance down, and all that stuff down, because I knew it's in here because it agrees with the truth of what it is for me. As I said, for me. But I'm about to go down here in a minute, and we're about to do this field trip right here. We're going to do this field trip so we can walk outside so you can kind of, for those who are, locked up and locked in, just give you a little breath of night walking down the street. I don't even know how light it's going to be out here. This is my first time walking outside at night. But, so my thing is, let's think about that. Hey, Maximilian. Bro, I love you, but COVID is a real because I had it and I was sick as a dog. I'm just saying, it ain't fake. Maximilian, I never said it wasn't fake. I believe that the COVID virus is real. It's a virus. But my thing is this right here. It's a virus. Viruses have been around for millions of years. I have never said COVID is not real. I'm saying, because I was just told, if you listened to my video yesterday, I'm not sure when you came in or not, 2 doctors told me in Kenya they're finagling the numbers. And there are people close to me who's doctors who even can say the same report. So my thing is this right here. Well, you know what? Truth is truth. Look, I said here about 10 minutes ago, if you got to take your own precautionary measures because you believe as though that, you know what, you will be affected by the virus, please, by all means, take your precautionary. Please. Yeah. You know, Maximilian Don and Samir, I remember when he got the COVID, he got sick and everything. He was laid down for 2 weeks. I remember when he went ghost and everybody was like, what happened to Dinas? And he came back and he said he had the COVID virus and he was in good shape. Everybody who know Dinas Samir, he was in good shape. Knocked and put him down. So I know the virus is real. The virus has been around all this time. There again, that's what I'm saying. Like for those who are going to sit there, like yesterday, there was somebody said, keep the science to the scientists. Look, it doesn't take a rocket science to understand that, you know what, bacteria and viruses and things do consume life. It will take you out. Yes. But here's the other thing. More than likely, there's not much you can do about it, except for those people who want to take, if you will, precautionary measures that they had as like a ping pong ball. Do this. Oh, no, not. That's not going to work. Go ahead and do this. No, well, if you do put the mask on, then you know what? I mean, you're saving. I mean, really, you're saving the others. Well, you know what? Let's find out this. They was jumping all through the hoops trying to find out what it is. This is right here. And then one of my closest inner circles was telling me this right here, that it's amazing that they're acting like this daggone virus is something like it's scary. Okay, yeah, it has an effect probably another % more than the common flu, but it's still a virus. Virus does its jobs. It removes the weak, but it has an effect even on the healthy. If you want to say healthy, but it has an effect on each individual differently. You can't run and hide in the house from it like it's a boogeyman. You can't just be stopped. Oh yeah, that's what's the name said too, was that President Magufuli said if he locked down his country because people eat from hand to mouth, people would die from starvation. Do you know what the people said here in Tanzania? They rather die from the COVID than starvation. Pick your choice. What? What is the big deal? What, you're scared to die? What? The day is coming. Hello. See, some people didn't like that when I said that last time. Oh, you're insensitive. You don't have a care for life. No, death is about life. It's part of the cycle of life. The day you come out of the womb is the day you start dying. It's the day you start walking towards your grave. The day you come out of the womb. Matter of fact, the day you're conceived is the day you start dying. Isn't that true? It is. You coming out and you marching right towards your grave the day you come out. But of course, I understand. Every man wants to live as long as possible, enjoys life with the loved ones, and share and care and all that stuff right there. But I'm not gonna say everybody, because a lot don't even care about that. But I'm just saying that, hey, you know what? What else is gonna be the next scare they're gonna do? There's always gonna be fear and hormongering. I mean, fearing, on people. But nah, if you got preconditions, and look, I'm gonna tell you this right here. They're saying, who's they? You got diabetes. You won. That's one against you. If you got diabetes. Yeah. Let me read what what's the name said right here. Because I know trolls try to get responses, but I want to say this because this is a very good, I like this comment here. KKXL. I could beat Jesus in a fist fight. I'd slap across the snout with the cross. You know what I like about that response? See, when you have knowledge, there's things that really don't even have effect on you. Even Jesus said, you ain't gotta believe in me. Matter of fact, you can't even blaspheme the name of Jesus. There's only one unforgivable sin. Somebody tell me now. I know there's people out there. Somebody tell me now. There's only one. You can curse Jesus' name. You can say, I don't believe in Jesus. You can do all that right there, right? But in the spirit of things, because people want to say, okay, all right, here he goes, this right here. No, I'm just get you to understand something. In the spirit of things, there is only one. It doesn't matter. You can curse Jesus and you can talk bad and you can say whatever, but you cannot do what? Young lure. You can. I say you can't do nothing like that. You can do everything that you want to do. There you go. Right there, Roy. You're right. The Holy Spirit. Now somebody gonna say, oh, the Holy Spirit. What the Holy Spirit? That's the spirit of truth, the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding that actually is the guide for you. That's the beautiful thing about this whole thing is that inside of you is truth, and we ignore it all the time. There you go, Chris. Yes. And when you recognize that, here the Spirit has done miraculous things. I mean, you can see, they like to say miracles, but a spirit at work, and then you blaspheme that very action of work, then that right there is just like, that's called blasphemy. But yeah, Jesus, whatever you want to believe, whatever you want to call it, whatever name, whatever it might be, hey, that right there, that don't mean nothing. But those things that happen that you even know and see, yeah, shoot. So I had to put that out there because sometimes people try to get people to get upset and all that right there. But hold on one second, because I know I know my scholars out there, they're gonna pull up the scripture and all that right there. But these are things that we can know about. But back at the subject at hand. Before I walk out this door, we're gonna go on a field trip right here. Thanks, just call me Brian. I love how you sometimes address the trolls. Laughing out loud. Get up the good work, brother. Thank you. Yeah. Let me come back at KKXL because they like their names mentioned. God is no more. Hey, who could argue against that? Who could argue against that? I'm not going to argue against that. That's your belief. Whatsoever you say will be. Why would I want to get in a tongue wrestling match with somebody who that's where you are and you believe that is? That's why, sometimes it comes time for those just to, for those to, sometimes it's just, time to say goodbye to those who you just like, all right, you had your say, but like to use you as example sometimes because you can learn from ignorance, And but Maximilian, you say now, I agree governments are using it to their advantage. It's bad, but it ain't that bad unless you're elderly, but so is the flu. Yeah. Ak, thank you for giving as well. Maximilian, thanks for giving as well. Ak, I know you mentioned, thanks for your other giving. I didn't mention the things that has been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. That's true. That's what I was talking about yesterday when somebody said being the first or something. I can't remember, but yeah. Hey, this, it is what it is. But where do you stand? Are we going to act like a chicken with his head cut off every time that something happens, and then we up here flip-flopping like a fish and all that? Yes, I used two animals, didn't I? Chicken and fish. Huh. Okay. How are we going to respond? Now, I know sometimes we may be subject under the powers that be, and the government is just people. That's all it is. It's just the people. But the question of it is who are these people? That's why I like President Magufuli. Why the heck we gonna listen to them jokers over there? They ain't even African. We are a total different group of people. Some people will argue that, but really, it is what it is. We are. We are a total different people. So with that, we're gonna walk downstairs outside here and we're gonna get a field trip because it has been a minute since I've been out since a curfew. And so we are going to check it out. If I lose internet connection, stay with me. I will be back. Hold 1 second, I can lock my door. Yeah. Alrighty. So I'm staying here in Lark Hotel, L-A-R-K, in Dar es Salaam, and I'm up here on the 9th floor. So they kind of got like rooms like, I don't know, maybe little bays and stuff like that in these areas. But yeah, so we're gonna go down here on a field trip. When I get in this elevator, I might lose a little signal, but I'll be back if it disconnects or what have you. Most definitely. Hey, my brother.
Yeah, my brother, how are you?
Good, good, good. Where are we going, down the ground floor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Say hello to the world. Everybody's watching you, man, around the world. What's your name, my man?
My name.
All right, family, we back.
And your name, sir?
Nikomi.
Nicole.
Yes.
Wow.
It's my African name, Nikomi. So, yeah,
You're from...
I'm about to walk outside.
Okay.
All right. Hello. How are you doing? Good. The world is watching you right now. What's your name? Ansila. Ansila. What's Ansila mean? It's a Swahili name. It's what now? You don't know? You do? What's the name? What does it mean? She don't know. Okay. All righty. Okay, so this is the lobby right here, family. Check this out right here. Look, this hotel is pretty nice too. We walk outside and they got this huge fish tank outside. Oh, I gotta show y'all too on the 2nd floor that when we eat, they have the little where you eat at and stuff. But yeah, they're the African cichlids. Those are some Jack Dempsey's in there. I used to have fish tanks. Most of them look like either Jack Dempsey's or yeah, I don't know to see. I can't even really tell. Some of these look like Mumbo. So yeah, this big old huge fish tank outside, y'all. So we're gonna walk out here, see what it do. Oh, the beautiful plants and all. I'm gonna go right through here. All right, I'm back. Decided not to walk through the garage because I lose signal. So we are outside. There is no curfew. You know, last night, family, I was, I know it's dark, so we gonna get on here on the main road. But, you know, was outside. I went to go something to eat last night, and, you know, the Uber driver had to rush to get back because, to rush to get back after he was taking me. I got my food, and he was taking me to the airport, and he said he had to rush to get back because if he got stopped by the police officers, they was definitely going to ask for some money. And so people was out rushing and trying to beat curfew. And I tell you, it's a weird, odd feeling too. You know how it is, you know. But here they take it seriously because not here in Tanzania, but over in Kenya and some other countries, because these police officers, they're gonna want to go ahead and hem you up. They got construction going on, but this is the building out here. But what I love, family, is it's not a ghost town. I mean, I'm talking about almost stark dark at night, nobody in the street, and at night, you know, and I really enjoy it. So it was a good opportunity to be back outside with a little hustle and bustle, a little street noise, and we're just gonna walk down the street. But yeah, this is the fuel station, gas station. It's down that street, but they're widening up this road, and I'm gonna go ahead and walk down here. So I can't see what y'all saying, but I'm just gonna walk a block up here. But anyway, so yes, you know, it just feels good to be outside. Got some horns honking, and we got some cars going by. People are out. I found my a place I'm gonna be staying. I'm gonna go ahead and turn around because I can't even see basically out here. It's dark and I don't want to fall in one of these construction holes. Yeah, but anyway, this is a little field trip I'm taking y'all on out here. But this is just really almost a business district spot right here. I can't remember the name of the road that I'm on. I got in at 2:10 or so in the morning, and yeah, it was a long night. See, I can't even walk through this joker here. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. All right. They're like that right there. That's the hotel. Lark Hotel. Let's see, they got the light shining from up there down on the ground. People out walking at night. So it feels good, you know, able to come out, just chill. And also I'm gonna walk back up around this way. Yeah, some people just walking out and about, family, so because I'm looking down at my feet. Back down here, the back side of the hotel. But yeah, I'm gonna stop through the second floor. I thought it was the first time I saw a setup with a pool in the middle of the eating area. I ain't never saw that before. First I was thinking like maybe they just did something temporary or whatever. It was kind of weird, but unusual. Let y'all take a look at that. Give y'all a little taste while y'all on lockdown and everything. Some of y'all, I guess. I don't know. Go back over here. You know, every spot, I mean, every place you go, typically, when it comes to living and stuff like that, you're inside compounds. That's one thing I just don't like about most of the countries I've been to in Africa. There's a lot of places, not all, but I mean, there's places that, a lot of places got, you know, a lot of places got the compounds that go around, and you really can't enjoy the curb appeals and neighborhoods. And because people say, hey, you should go show us the neighborhoods, this and that. There's some places you just don't have it, you know. Kenya was one that had a lot of compounds. You just didn't have open, you know, housing and stuff. These are all fish they have here. These African cichlids. What they're trying to keep out, it's all about security. And whatever that may be, I'm not sure, but got the old fish, the old fishies. Alrighty here. Go back up in here. From what? Thieves. What else, you know? Robbers. People do steal. There ain't hey, look, we do know that. We got some of this beautiful artwork that they got up in here. Check this out. Who know who that is? I'm quite sure y'all know who that is. I like this right here. Look at that painting. Got the clocks underworld. The time. All right, let's go on up here. If I lose the signal, I'll be back. They may have this area closed though. I don't know. Let's see. That's your man. Let's see here. 2. Let's see if we keep a signal here. See if they have the second floor lit up or not. There's the pool area. I thought it was pretty unique, like how they have the pool area. There you are, Samuel. Yeah. So this is where they have the breakfast and all. We eat breakfast in these other places and chairs and tables. But I thought it was interesting that they got the pool, and the swimming pool goes all the way down there. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Appreciate the light, Samuel. Thank you. Yeah. Guess after a good eating, you can jump into the water or something. Yeah, it's a nice pool. Alrighty. Somebody said good night, y'all. All right, yeah. So that right there was the field trip. Just took a little walk outside, and wanted to share with y'all. See, you can see my face glistening. I love it, the heat. I even got a hat on. You know, I enjoy the sweat. What's this over here? It's the gym right here. So you got some bikes. The gym in here. Africa be doing it, y'all. I'm telling y'all, you know what I mean? They act like, hey, this is all, whatever. Get your workout on, and look at they got the pool just right here, just right here on here. I don't know if the pool's open or not, but yeah, they know what they doing. They know what they doing. And you got some places you're like, man, these jokers lied to me up here. I might lose y'all. I'll be right back if it disconnects. Alrighty. Alrighty here. Back up here on the 9th floor. We'll go right here into the spot. I had gotten just one small room, just me, so it's my room right here. Forget the mess, but it's the hotel staying in. So that's the bed. Got a queen or king size, I guess. With a little desk, TV, the window. Area you put your clothes in, and then you got the bathroom. Yeah. That's it. So that's that's the hotel. That was a little walk outside. You got to see, a little bit of that. This is called the Lark Hotel. This cost me $48. $48 a night. Practically, I think this is practically new. And so we look, I'm all laid back on the bed just talking to y'all. Oh, I guess I could do a little better than that. I got very comfortable there for a second. $48 a night. Yeah, this is $48 a night. I'm gonna show y'all the place that I wound up finding today. I'm gonna introduce you to our brother. His name is Good Luck, who showed me around, and was able to find me a place that I liked. $500 a month, furnished, and I'm very fortunate because it's all new furniture she's putting in there, and she turned it into a furnished place because I get, I got a thing really when you come to these hotels and places. You know how it is, just sleeping on other mattresses. Everybody else is, you know, um, been on and stuff. But yeah, new mattresses and stuff. Yeah, what y'all got to say here? Yeah, lock out. $48. I think it's expensive. Yeah, your pockets ain't deep as mine, so I understand why you would say that. I'm just kidding. What's expensive to somebody may not be to another. But yeah, if you think that's expensive, you know, I think it's worth the price. Me personally, you're talking about a hotel. I mean, but breakfast is included. So hey, I was gonna be staying at some hotel. I was looking and hunting and hunting. I stumbled on this one right here. Most of them was anywhere from 80 to $120 a night. This joker here is like practically brand new, and it's nice. It's right in a good central area up here. This area is called. Don't get me lying. Yeah, yeah. Breakfast is included. Fabulous. Breakfast is included. So, you can't beat that. 48. But Okay, for 48 bucks, where you come on family, in America, what would 48 bucks get you? Name some hotel, motels, holiday inns if your girl start acting up. So tell me what places would 48 bucks get you in America? I can't wait to see y'all's answers on this because some of y'all be funny. Yeah, you ain't kidding. You got it. Yeah. Uh-huh. Thanks, Max, man, for your giving, brother. You said no place, no hotel for 48 bucks, but we know motels though. Those ones that, got those unknown names, they try to mimic off of the big names, Holiday Flynn, you know, um, he said Best Western with old gay white truck drivers. Now that's funny. Who said that, Debbie? That's funny now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you gonna get them places like that. 48 bucks a night, you know. Yeah, Revo War, yeah, pay $160 at Hampton. See, yeah, Hampton is one of the places too that me and my wife like staying in. You ain't lying, 160 bucks. A cheap ass motel. Exactly, Afrik lioness. You can get a croissant and a cup of coffee for 48 bucks. Yeah, shoot, some places. Roach Motels, Thornton Third said. You better believe it. What was the ones? No, see, I ain't gonna mention no names because then I wind up offending somebody if I mention the places that y'all frequent. So some people might frequent. Motel Six used to be that price. Yeah, I think they kind of cleaned up Motel Six or Motel Eights or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Was it Quadwo? You got a person who, the son of a prime minister. Might need to hit him up to see if he has a pad. Oh no, I'm good. I got a place. I found me a place. And here's the perfect place that I got to you all. Cause I told my man good luck that man, I gotta be around the locals, man. I want a nice spot around the locals. And this place here is on point, man. I'm surrounded with the locals, with the small little huts and the little convenience stores that they have, and some of the little restaurants. And so, man, I'm trying to get my Swahili on. So I got to be amongst them, and all that right there. I didn't want to be over in, you know, um, where foreigners and stuff stay, and those higher cost places. This place nice though. This place nice. Actually, it's a Filipino woman too. A Filipino woman who owns that building. She said it's a year and a half old, and she it's hers. I think she just finished building it. It's a year and a half old. No, I'm in Tanzania. What was that? Be thyself. Be thyself. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna learn Kiswahili. You better believe it. I say Kiswahili, but Swahili. Yeah. What is the meaning of God? You tell me. I'm black. Oh, there go. I'm black. I'm slow. I guess that's why you asking question. You slow. The meaning of God is predicated on who you say God or the meaning of God is. I can't answer that for you, nor anybody else, I don't think, because then they're putting their own personal experiences on you. I'm not going to take no classes. What I want to do is I want to hire somebody, a local, and teach me. So I guess it'd be a class, if you will, but not in. I'm not going to be the desk and books and stuff. But somebody, and I thought about this today was that I can get up every morning, go get a cup of coffee, Danish or something like that, and then buy a guy, or it's going to have to be a guy because my wife ain't want no girl, or woman, excuse me, or a man. But I'd rather be a man who's going to teach me every morning, get up, and just sit down by him, Danish, and we sip on coffee and just have conversation. That's what I want to do. Yeah. Yeah, I'm in Dar. Asir, is there? I see, excuse me. Okay, black, so I'm slow. Yeah, that's your meaning. Yeah. There you go. Let's see what else we got up in here. Check out those kids' YouTube videos. Is that for me? Um, oh yeah, let me give you an update on that too. So I left out yesterday. I was unable to meet with the chief with the boys who were supposed to go there. The one who helped me out, that y'all saw in the video when I was in their hut, his name is Justice, and so he I decided to return a favor for him because he helped me gather those boys up to take them to the school. So he had them there in the morning. You know, he's about 30 minutes late. That's okay. That's all right. But he got them there, and the principal was able to interview the boys and everything. But, you know, just as one of those guys, man, is just quiet, kind of kept, and, he's on the street. I've seen him out there just laying on the street sometimes, not on the street, but, off on the sidewalk, just chilling and just waiting for some, he begs for money at times or even food. But the report was that the guy I interviewed, he said, man, he's one of the all right guys. He doesn't sniff glue and he does not out here, acting crazy and foolish. But when I started engaging with him, he's really you could sometimes you connect with that person that man, you know what, you start thinking, what the scroll said, when you feed one of these, you fed me, and you have in your mind like, you know that's the spirit of the Lord right there that is seeing, am I going to feed? So anyway, I called the only guy I knew really in the area there, who was gracious enough to set me up with my COVID test, and he has a restaurant called 45 Degrees Kitchen. Check him out if anybody's going to be in Kenya. He has a restaurant there. I'm supposed to go ahead and do an interview with him when I go return, whenever that might be. But I called him up and I said, "Hey, yo, Harold, hey man, help me out. I got a guy, man. I said I need a favor. I got a guy here. It's help me, gather these boys up. Can you, do something for him, clean them up, and whatever." So he was, I guess, going to pay for his ride to his place today. So I'm gonna follow up tomorrow and find out. For those donors out there who donated the money for the kids, that money is still sitting tight in my account. I was unable to give to for those boys because the teacher who where the school that they was going to possibly go to, she was referring them over to the boarding school. So once I reached back out to the chief to find out, were there any of them that wind up meeting with him, then we can find out that boarding school, whatever, and then I can like send them the money. But the teacher also, and I keep saying the teacher, the principal of High Ridge uh, did give me a code number, and I took a picture of a code number that if there were donors who were interested in trying to sponsor or give money to help defray the cost for kids, that I could send money that way. So I was thinking about just sending money to them or whatever. But I know that, you know, and that's why I don't like getting into this whole charity thing, because some people want their money to go specifically for them, and I just don't want to get in that business. So that money, $575, will go to that specific cause, not that specific cause, but it will go, if have to, if need be, go to a cause of helping children. Guarantee you. Go Black. All right. Thanks a lot, Maximilian. Go Black. You got a other YouTuber throwing shade on you already. You will have 100,000 subscribers in a few months, guaranteed. Oh, throwing shade on me. Okay, good, good. Um, I don't really count really subscribers. But yeah, I mean, hey, whatever it might take to get the word out, and people to know about Africa and all that right there, that would be great. Just passing on the message. Max, you sent it. Max trying to flood up my thing now. What else we got here? Remember, if your speaker works, so does the subliminal messages via phone speakers. Yeah. Yes, the easy way to interact Easy way to learn any language to interact with young kids. Yeah, because I mean, they are still in learning too. Yeah, and they turn out. I mean, it ain't just East Africa that's ridden with alcoholics, drugs, and alcoholics. Shoot, let's talk about America, West. Blessing, my brother. I am happy for you following God's direction. Hey, thanks a lot there, Angela. It ain't going to be a Danish. It's going to be a it says Mandazi NT. Do an online course, then practice with locals. What country are they from? Oh, sorry, that's not even for me. Yeah, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn the Swahili. Yes. What's up, Eric from KC? So yeah, family. So I hope that just think about this message of how people want to hate on Tanzania because the president is giving his homage and giving homage and the the recognition to who his creator is and the people's God is, that he says that people went to their mosque, went to their churches, and they prayed, and God heard their prayers. You can't do nothing but take your hat off on that one. Look, somebody did something different. Sometimes when you see that the difference than the masses are, sometimes might be just sometimes maybe just a hint of maybe what, you're in the right direction. Go Black. I will be in Tanzania next week. Rwanda went on lockdown yesterday. Oh, did they? Oh, African Tigers. Hey, okay, yeah. Rwanda went on lockdown. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, I'm living it up here, yo. I'm going to enjoy every minute here in Tanzania. And I'm thankful that I'm obedient to listening to what's within that kind of guides me along. You know, because I think that has worked out for me. I think that's worked out for me, and it's just mighty interesting that Kenya just did the change theirs on the 11th of this month of you got to take a COVID test to get out. So I had to take the COVID test, which now is telling me that, okay, something about to go down in Kenya. I said, let me get the heck out of here real quick, man, before I find myself up in somewhere that I ain't supposed to, you know. Not to say when we still watching Tanzania too. We still watching to see because sometimes thank you, fabulous Miss Tasha, for your giving. But sometimes, sometimes, man, the West could be evil, man, and put pressures on a country that forces your hand. I mean, to where there's no wiggle room, to where now you got to think about the people as a whole and not just yourself. But hopefully, if God worked it out on this side of it, God's gonna work it out on the other side as well. So just call me Brian. African Tigress teaches Swahili online, bro. I suggest you take advantage of it. That's right. I forgot about that. We talked about that the other day. Sure enough, did. Yeah, I'm going to check that out. Kibas TV. Where's your family? They over in America. Yeah. I will continue to wearing my mask when out in public. Sanitize, washing my hands, keeping social distance. Better safe than sorry. Well, you know what? What is sorry? We always say that. Better safe than sorry. Getting sick, I guess. Dying, I guess. But hey, you haven't heard me say nothing about nobody should take their own precautionary measures. Take your own precautionary measures. But my thing is, this whole point I was making was, why is it that people argue and fight against, like, don't want to talk bad about the government, and the government ain't this, I ain't taking no vaccine, they're corrupt, blah, blah, this, and as soon as they say boo, COVID, get in your house, well, they looking out for the best for us and everything. And then those who have their faiths and all that right there, as soon as the government talk about, you know what, stop the church, but y'all was, you can't go to the mosque, can't go to the churches and all that right there. And then they stop. And then it's like, but I thought y'all had this faith and all that right there. Why aren't y'all out there protesting against the government getting in the way of your faith? Because I thought that it was a constitutional right for you to practice your faith, however which way you see fit, according to the laws of what it is, whatever it might be, whatever it may entails. That's what I thought. But everybody's, on one breath, the government this and that. On the other breath, hey, you know what they say? Hey, I'm just saying, this is food for thought. I'm not saying, hey, I'm the one with the answers and all that right there. These are things that I think about, and these are things I have to check myself on. Because my thing is, if I'm going to stand flat-footed, at attention, on my square, in my circle, I got to be consistent. I believe in the Creator, and I believe the Creator has power unbeknownst to many of people in how it decides to operate. And I believe that in my time on this earth, it has its day. No man can predict it. No man can tell you when you gonna go. But when it's time for me to go, it's my time to go. Many of doctors have told people that gave them a death sentence. Many of your scientists and all them right there have predicted. So for those who's with science, yes, many of them have thought and predicted over people's lives. You only got 3 months to live. You got this right here. There's nothing we can do. You'll never walk again. You'll never see again. You will this and that. Come on, y'all know somebody. Y'all know somebody that they done told that. You know that because the government is nothing but the people. It's a people. These are people in positions who don't even have faith. Not all of them. I'm just saying. Because we gotta, sometimes we say government, we forget the government is people. you know. But it's these people who want to be the so-called charge of, because we voted them in positions or whatever, want to make decisions over other people's lives without consulting the people to see if this is what the majority of the people want. Why can't they do that in a democracy? Okay, all right, everybody, okay, since we vote and we're voting for positions, why can't we do a vote for, should we go and lock down the country? Everybody vote. Why can't they do that? Why is it got to be about, an election time? Tanzania is about to be like Noah's Ark. All right, all right. Thank you for your giving. Maximilian, what you know about standing on the square? Look out now, bruh. Hey man, I don't know nothing about standing on the square, man. I learned that, man, in my research, man, and when I was in Egypt, and actually, it was there again. Those right there who wants to really find out the so-called beginnings of all, man, when it comes to um, the so-called start of the astrologies and the maths and the sciences in the universe and then all that stuff right there, and where these so-called masonries and freemasons really got their stuff from, you gotta go to Egypt. Whew, it's all there. All that they took out to create these groups and stuff right there, the stance, the clothing, we're talking tens of thousands of years ago that these statues are there. How they position and sit, how their hands, and all these things that you see that the Masons and all these other societies and stuff do. Man, it's unbelievable. Brother Ezra Kwesi, he's got the tour group called KemetNew.com. Check it out. It's a great 2-week tour, and I'm telling you, I don't think there's a tour out there that could surpass it. Now, I have not been to every tour that's in Egypt from other groups, but I'm gonna say this right here: from the beginning, from Cairo all the way down to Asimbu, in Egypt, we went. We flew into Cairo. We took a 3-day boat trip down the Nile. Then took another plane trip down to Asimbu from Aswan. I mean, this was whoo, and it was top notch, top notch. And all we got was talk, notes, notes. He said, "Hey, if you thought this was gonna be a vacation, you're on the wrong tour. This right here is a history lesson." And boy, was it. Yeah. You understand who founded Darwinism? A white man. I don't know if that's for me or not. Where are all the religious countries that claim to believe in God? Some will even fight wars in God's name. So where is their God now? Yeah, that's why I really don't even like to use the word God. I think that's the word that's been planted in because of translation to make it easy, just like they changed the name of Africans. That's why y'all keep hearing me asking people, what's your African name? Because the Europeans have had them change their names because it was hard to pronounce the names. So you need to name your children these English names. And that is where you find these other names when you see Mark, Matthew, Luke, John, and these so-called English names that are put on the head titles of scrolls that didn't even come from the region. That is what we come to understand what you have just said. Who has mentioned that there? Because what is God? Yeah, come on now. How many times have you seen the president of the United States call for a country for prayer in the United States? Let alone mention anything close to that. But, to each his own. Hey, thanks, Daryl, for your giving. Go Lar. Thank you. Go Black. That's not true. It's mostly religious reasons for the names. Okay, all right. That's your understanding. No problem. No need to tongue wrestle over it. I'm just saying what I know why names are changed into the English dialect of what we know today is because of the fact that a lot of the translations from what the scrolls were not the names that we see. But, hey, that's my research and my findings in that. And there again too, my bachelor's degree is in biblical studies and theology, and I went beyond that. That's just a piece of paper. That was simple. I went way further than that. Let's see here. What else we got here? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of ads. I guess everybody's having no other comments. Coronavirus exists for something times versions of the SARS group, which is why your bottle already had it in written for fighting its countries in bribe. And okay, I can understand that. Okay, JJ, I see that. In Jamaica, gives African names a meaning. Church and state. There you go. That's the word I was trying to remember. Church and state. There is a history of church and state. That's why they were separated. Yeah. But you can't find that anywhere. It actually, it's not even in the Constitution. I couldn't find it, put it that way. I heard it was, but I did a research. I could not find it. If anybody can find that in the Constitution that there's not that a mix between church and state, please let me know. Because there was years ago I tried to find where that was and I just could not find it. I asked that fact.com Kenya Swahili and Tanzania is different. I love Tanzania Swahili and accent. So I guess maybe what is it like a dialect, a different like slang or something from Kenya Swahili? Wisdom Kwaku. Okay, team, no mask and no vaccines, and F their pandemic and New World Order. All right, so that's what I was saying. Is like, okay, you're not gonna flip flop now, are you? All right, you're not gonna flip flop. Because you know what's going to happen next, right, family? So you know it's going to the virus. Okay, okay. You know what they call it when it changes or whatever. It changes up. My brain just be woo. What is it called? Thanks, Minnie Williams, for giving. Thanks for looking out for us. Where was I? When the vaccine mutates. There you go. Ram Transport LLC. Man, y'all some very smart folk out here. Cause boy, yeah. So I mean, you know, when it mutates, that means it's time for another vaccine. So this is a never-ending issue. Then it's a never-ending issue. And if it's a never-ending issue and it mutates, does that mean it get worse? That means if it gets worse, then where does that take us at now? Okay, so now we're gonna put on the full body armor, and we're gonna have to go ahead and put on full, you know, face shields, and you know, when is this gonna end? Are you cold, Mister Gold Black? Why? Cause I got my hat on? Nah, Actually, it's a little cool tonight. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I mean, you know, the how far does it go? And then we know because you know when you live long enough, you know things go around a circle, but they change the names. Like you know, some people were saying, you know, hey, you got the flu, you got the swine flu, you got the SARS, now you got the COVID. See, the names just change. Yeah, but the viruses behave differently. Okay, all right, they behave differently, but we know it's still part of life. What's up, Lafayette? Doha, Qatar. All right, David. So I mean, so where does it end? When does it end? When does it end when it comes to so we get scared, we run, or do we stand and we do something different than we've ever done before? That's what Tanzania did. We gonna do something different in the world. We're not gonna run and shut down the city. We're not gonna run and just ruin people's lives and businesses and people starving like he said it would happen because people eat from hand to mouth. Every day that people a lot of people out here work just to eat. Not like America, like where we come from, you know. We got freezers full of food. You know, we go straight to the store. You know how y'all know how we do. We go get that basketball, we start throwing stuff in it, you know, and then all of a sudden, you know, the whole shelves get bare. You know, then we're figuring out, okay, where else can I go now? They're empty. They're out of water. They're out of the, you know, toilet paper of all things. Can you believe toilet paper was the first thing to go? Toilet paper. That goes to show we don't even know how to survive or live outdoors. Toilet paper? Hell, if anybody knew during the time we had it there, it was what was it the diapers or was it what's the one you had to wash with your hand? Diapers or Pampers? I can never remember. Pampers, I guess. You know, before they had the other ones that you can just throw in the trash. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's what we do. You know, when the scare comes on. But here, I don't even see ice. I've asked, you know, do y'all have ice cubes? You know, well, some places do, some places don't. Some places don't have freezers. People buy what they need only for today. That's why there's so many fruit stands around. That's why there's you know, the little places you buy your food. A lot of people just they don't even cook. A lot of people eat out right there in the small little cookeries that they have out here for the locals, you know, people they don't have like refrigerators, and you see the biggest refrigerators out here. I'm taller than you know they have refrigerators like we have there in the U.S. All I'm saying is that most refrigerators are small. People don't stock stuff. My mother is okay, Max. Thanksgiving. My mother is watching you with me. She says you look and talk like my older brother that passed. I said, Mom, he really does. Okay. Well, hey, brother, how you doing? I'm back. Hey, Mom, how you doing, Mom? You know, hey, the spirit reigns. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, the spirit reigns. There ain't no just 1,000,000,000 spirits. Spirits are one. Me and my Father are one, and you who believes in me, we are all one. Yeah, I mean, hey, that spirit reigns. Sunshine and proper diet will with against COVID. It's good to have some good health. I mean, hey, the stronger you are, the better off you to fight off, sicknesses and dis-ease. Yeah. Yeah, Virtuous Woman said you can't stock fresh food. It won't last. Our US stuff is mostly processed. That's true. Yeah, yeah. Magunga. I asked a guy about that name today. Magunga. Makunga. Spicy. That's hot. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mass does nothing. Well, I think masks do something. I mean, definitely, if you sneeze, it definitely will keep it from just spreading further out. I mean, I guess it does something. I mean, okay, I'm black, so I'm slow. Okay, all right. I guess man, y'all got me laughing today. That's a good thing. It seems like everybody's in a good mood this evening. I'm glad. It's a good spirit today, and in light of some things. But hey, that's the beautiful thing. Sun's always shines. It's just the clouds that block it. But that sun always shine, and so it's just good to see, people are making some good funny comments. Gaylor, you proud of me and you and JT? Okay, yeah. Yeah, those JJ. Let me yeah, buy no refrigerator. Anything electronic here, I'm telling you, you're gonna pay probably a third more, or if not half more than you would pay in the States electronics. Oh, you want to see how many people's woke? Okay. DC is requiring teachers to have the vaccine, but they still have to wear face shields, gloves, and masks. That's a tough one, That's a decision what each individual gonna have to make, whether or not they want to or not. And I wonder what they're gonna do if they deny to take that. I don't know. Wish other African leaders can support President Magufuli. I know. I mean, I, you know, I haven't I haven't looked it up yet because when I hear things, I'd like to look it up before I speak, because I ain't gonna even say it. But according to him, yeah, he didn't want to take the aid from, the World Health Organization, whoever it was. I don't know which organization it was, because according to your numbers, you can get kickbacks and helps and assistance for dealing with that. And you know how some countries are. They're going to be greedy. They're going to try to take that money and run with it, and they'll be giving false numbers, and that's just not right. When am I going to Botswana? I want to try to just check right here. I want to sit still right here, just for the moment, just to see what the this vaccine that they're going to be trying to push, because they already got it in America. I'm quite sure they got it here somewhere, and I'm just want to see what they're going to do with the travel, and will that get in the way of my travel? Because I got a feeling, if you will, that they're going to mandate, if you travel into these countries, you're going to probably have the vaccine or so. So I just want to see what all that is before I get out there. What's up with the come on, bruh? Jay Price. Was that for me or somebody else? I want people to wear the mask. Keeps away bad breath, germs, and spit. It does. It does. Bad breath. But here's the thing too. Now I ain't gonna lie, boy. You know when your own breath's kicking, you put the mask on. You be like, "Whoa, man! What did I have for lunch, or what did I have for this breakfast? Breakfast, boy." I'm just being real. How many of y'all smell your own breath under the mask? You be like, man, give me a mint. You know, or you wear it too long and then you notice it's like the smells in the mask. You be like, it's time for me to buy another one. Or you got one that you can wash. Oh man. Gaylor says Black America woke up, but he's got white arms showing the muscles. Where's the black arms? I laugh when people give me the thumbs right here, and it's a white thumb, and I changed all mine to be black. Okay, y'all, you can hold down that picture there, and then it should show a color range, so you can push that color range to be black. Oh man, I'm having a good time here. All right, let's see here. They're also okay. They're having the police in New York City administering the vaccine. The police. How does the police administer the vaccine? All right, Max. Hey, appreciate you giving. You're out. Going to try to get up, Dinus. He's back in Atlanta. Going to grab a drink with him before he leaves. Okay, bro. Hey, be safe out there, bro. And yeah, have a drink of water for me. Yeah. All right, Africa had to show the thumbs, the brother thumbs. Supreme had the brother fist. Yeah. You know what I found out too, family, is that the I when I get up in the morning and stuff like that, or if I go out to eat or something, and they ask what type of braid you want, brown or white. I'm like brown, you know. And the one thing they got here though that they don't have, they have in America, but they serve brown sugar, which I think is more healthier because it's not processed out all the nutrients and the vitamins. So it's instead of going straight to your blood, because it's just extracted all the minerals and all the different things that are in it. Brown sugar is key here, you know, and they don't have the sweets like sweets. They don't have like it's not just sweet. Okay, Minnie, you said I'm thinking to move. You're thinking about moving to Cebu, Ghana, and get my footing from there. I like tiny houses. You can be whatever house you want out there. Don't have to be a tiny house, Minnie, out there. It could be a big house. And yeah, check out my videos. I have information there. I'm not sure. I think you told me that I think you already got your land or something like that. But I got a few people that I know that's built out that way. One brother is out there who's building his house right now. Mita, I'm not taking the vac. Question is, what's next? Yeah, keep your ears to the ground and your eyes up and just see what's going to go on because, who knows what each country is going to require or mandate, and, I'm just hoping they don't force it on anybody. Adrian, we have millions of bacteria and viruses in our DNA to help our body. The good bacteria viruses will sort out the weak immune system. That's just how it is. Hey, I do know we are a organism. Good evening, everybody. Hey, what's up, Peace Time? Thank you very much. Who was that? Vault. Thank you for the educating people about Tanzania and Africa. Great, man. Keep it up. Hey, thanks a lot. Yeah. Okay, Minnie, you say I've been looking at them. You've helped me a great deal. I just prefer tiny houses. Oh yeah, you can build whatever house you want. Thank you very much. I'm. That's good to hear that I was of assistance to you. What's going on, Black Curtis Phillips? What's happening, man? What's good with you? I'm in the business of trucking and transportation and logistics. Yeah, well, you know what? Hey, Maximilian, he also is too over there in ATL. So I'm not sure where you are. Hook up with Maximilian. Maybe y'all can do something, whatever. We got Ram Transport LLC up in here. And fam, hey, y'all got any type of businesses? You know how my channel goes right here. Any type of businesses, put it out in the chat. Marketing, put it out in the chat. If you want me to do if you want me to do advertisements for you for a cost, I will do that too also in my videos or like a live. But you can do it in the chat if you will. But you know, when I say it, you know, most people don't read all the chats, but then you know, people do hear. What's your favorite food in Tanzania? Okay, Crunk King, you don't know. My answer to that is that I don't have favorites. Okay, Elijah Free, 2 vlogs. In Ghana, you can't own land, but least in Liberia, you can own land. Let me ask you this right here. Because, I mean, that's a hot topic about owning land. You know, um, owning land, lease land, free land. All these countries got all these different things. I mean, you think about America, right? People keep saying they own something. How do you own something when you continuously paying on something? Taxes. Taxes. I mean, taxes alone, I mean, is what destroy a lot of owners. Now, some people say, well, taxes ain't expensive as it is in Africa, and that may be true. That may be true. But that ownership too, you know, only lasts as long as you last. When you go, okay, you might be able to pass it on to somebody, hopefully, but you know, we don't know. 99 years free land, freehold, or whatever they call it, lease land. 99 years, you're gone. If you have oil or gold on your land, you will see that you don't own your That is a thought because I'll tell you, hey, sometimes governments will go ahead and do if it's beneficial for them, they can turn around and take land, any land they want under the, somebody help me out. I had a brain fart again. Eminent domain. That's it. True that, Mark. Many. We really truly don't own anything. We really don't. You may have it for a time being, but when it's time for you to go, it's gone. And you know, and I know how many people gonna argue and fuss and fight to get what you left. And typically, if you didn't even set your own family up to be able to take care of it, let me say that right here. I see so many old vacant properties in places I go in Africa. And they used to be beautiful. I mean, it's like driving through this countryside and you see these old houses that's there and nobody's there no more. Wasn't passed on, or the kids can't afford it, or they just moved on with their life. And all the hard work and stuff that you put in, and then where does it go? You know, turns over to the state to turn around, put it up for sale, and waiting on some buyer to come along that the state will benefit from it. So, you know, I mean, really, do you own? Okay, all right, it's yours to make way with and do with and make money off of. Okay, I get it, I do. Yeah. Let's see here. My grandfather owned 40 acres in Louisiana. That was taken many years ago when all oil was discovered on his property. Yeah, and you know what else? How many other of our family members' land was taken, squeezed out by the government? These are facts. Look it up. By increasing taxes, or by not giving them, like my uncle who passed away 107 last year, who shared with me his story. He was a farmer in North Carolina. the banks basically interest him out. He could only afford the interest of the loan, so he would never fully own the land. And then there were those where when some of the farmers and stuff who had land who wanted subsidies from the government for the losses that they incurred because of the weather or drought or whatever, and they weren't able to, they couldn't withstand the losses that could not take care of them. Property's gone. This is the tricks that they've done and always have done. But it don't mean you can't go out there and go buy land and do what you want with it. I mean, try to do as much what you want with it. What about the yellow fever vaccine? Do you need to take the vaccine in Ghana? Everything we have belonged to God. We here one day, then you're gone. The vaccine, interesting enough, I have yet shown my shot record. Now they did quickly ask me and my wife when we were going through Kenya, but when I reached for the bag, he said, "Oh no, that's okay." I guess he was just checking us out. But they don't ask for no vaccine, yellow fever and all that right there. Now I reached for my shot because I got a letter in mine stating that I'm allergic to the eggs in the yellow fever, so that because I didn't want to take that shot. You can do that. Say that you're allergic to anything that is in the ingredients of that thing. So that's one of the things I did a video on that. If that there are some ways of getting around sometimes vaccines. Am I going to Cameroon? Yes. Okay, you did your DNA, found my cousins there. She's the media. We talk often. She'd love to meet you. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm going to eventually get over there. Yeah, Elijah Freed to vlog. Yeah, if the government wants to use your land, they will have to buy it from you. So they say, yeah. I mean, you got to be compensated, so they say, for your land, or if they're going to eminent domain your property, you got to purchase it for you at the cost value, at the value of what it is worth or praised. Okay, Libohang Moots, I'm sorry, I speak English. I know I messed that all up. You supply farm free range game meat from SA, Springbok, wildebeest impala, much healthier than pork and beef. Eat like an indigenous African. What about anything for malaria? Tavana, nah, you don't have to take no shots, but there's pills that you can have, that you could take. I got some of those pills too. I haven't taken them though. My wife and them, wife and Serenity, they took them, because you take them in these segments they have you taken. Like 2 weeks before you travel here, you take them, and then while you're here, you take one per day, and then once you leave, you continue to take 2 weeks after you leave. Aaliyah, yeah, you don't want to take your DNA because you don't want. You said I don't want to because I just want to go to Africa and let my spirit guide me. Yeah, I mean, I had a conversation today with a sister here, and everybody wants to know where I'm from. I said Africa. Well, what country? Africa. Countries were made by the Europeans. We're Africans. It don't matter. We are migrating people who float around. They can say DNA, and I understand, saying a country as a point of reference, maybe, but it's not the country. To call yourself a name that the Europeans have given is taking you and pulling you out of really who and where you are from. So yes, we are all Africans. I mean, it's just like saying that the America is the United States. They created the United States. It was just one big land. Yeah. Yo, shout out to my homies back in such and such. Yeah, I'm this and that for the day I die, whatever. You know how we. And I understand we take pride in our where maybe the state you're from or whatever. But is that really you? What was that? Ekabulon. The vax will require proof in the form of a microchip. Look up ID 2020. Somebody else told me, I just sent that to me or something. Yeah. All right. So, hey, family, I am going to go ahead and call this short right here. I appreciate each and every one of you all. I will be doing a live tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll walk through some of the local areas and in their small areas, villages, whatever you want to call, just give you a taste of. But I'm gonna feel my way around Tanzania. I'll be sitting tight here for quite a few months, and so we're gonna see how things kind of turn out with the vaccine. But there again, too, who knows? Who knows? Places are locking down. Um, yeah, yeah. Shout out to my family there and families. I got to know some good people there in Rwanda. They all there and are encountering their lockdown, from what I'm told. They, so to where I think they got to basically everybody's back at home, and that's a tough place to be. And I remember when you remember the first time last year when it was this lockdown, and I started feeling really discomfort because I like to fly like a bird and I like to be free. I don't like to be hindered. I don't like to kind of be caged. And so they know that's having a tremendous effect on a lot of people who are being confined to small spaces. And that's just not good and healthy. And, but my hat's off to each one of y'all. Y'all stay strong. Um, hey, it ain't the end of the world. And if you can, come on over to Tanzania. Tanzania is free. There's no curfews. There's no mask unless you so choose. There are people who do choose to wear masks, but there is no mandates. Um, and so I'm hoping it remains that way, and that we can continue to exercise our belief, our faith, whatever it is that you have. That in this country, the president has, encouraged people to exercise their faith, to go and pray, and ask the Muslims and the Christians to go into their places of worship. And I have high respect for a person who is able to allow a people to freely do that. And so I'm gonna be right back at y'all. Hopefully tomorrow with some content, um, and we'll pick back up then, you family. This is your man, not your boy. Go black to Africa. Everybody have a good night. Thank you for all those who gave financially. Thank you for all those who gave their time. Thank you for all those for sharing this video to go ahead and help others. Thank you for all that you do. Appreciate you. Much love and respect. Good night.